Let me ask you something. Why do most middle-class families struggle financially despite earning decent money? Why do they work for 40 years and still retire with financial anxiety? It's because they unknowingly fall into financial traps that keep them in an endless cycle of hard work, high expenses, and little savings. According to historical data, while incomes have risen, so have expenses, trapping many in a cycle of debt and financial stress. In this video, I'll uncover these hidden money traps and show you practical strategies to break free from them. Understanding these pitfalls and learning how to avoid them could be the key to securing your financial future. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and tools to make informed financial decisions, avoid common pitfalls, and start building a solid foundation for financial independence and take charge of your financial destiny. Subscribe the Wealthy channel and let's quickly get started. Number 1. The work hard is equals to get rich. Lie. Most middle-class people believe that working hard alone will make them rich. They think if they put in extra hours, stay loyal to their job, and keep grinding, wealth will follow. But here's the brutal truth. Hard work alone will never make you wealthy. If that were true, factory workers, teachers, and nurses would be billionaires. But they're not, because the system is designed to reward leverage, not labor. Instead of working harder, work smarter by shifting to income-generating assets. Start a business that scales. Invest in income-producing assets like stocks, real estate, digital products. Learn high-value skills that command bigger paychecks. Rich people don't just work hard, they work strategically. Hard work builds a foundation, but wealth comes from ownership, leverage, and making money while you sleep. Number 2. The paycheck illusion. Why you feel poorer, even with a raise. Ever wonder why, despite getting a raise, your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to? That's the silent inflation trap. Take Sam, a software engineer who got a 10% raise. Excited, he upgraded his apartment, bought a new car, and increased his lifestyle. Fast forward 5 years, his salary was up 40%, but his savings? Almost zero. His expenses had scaled with his income, leaving him vulnerable when layoffs hit. On the other hand, Lisa, another middle-class professional, saw the inflation trap early. Instead of lifestyle creep, she invested 30% of every raise into assets like index funds, real estate, and side hustles. A decade later, while others complained about rising costs, she had built a passive income stream covering most of her expenses. The takeaway: your salary alone will never make you rich, only what you invest will. Inflation punishes the spenders but rewards the investors. Number 3. The trap of feeling rich instead of being rich. Do you know why middle-class families love new cars, designer clothes, and big houses? Because these things make them feel rich. But here's the catch. Rich people buy assets. The middle class buys liabilities that make them look wealthy but keep them poor. That $60,000 luxury car depreciates the moment you drive it. Designer brands drain your bank account while adding zero long-term value. How to escape this trap? Before making a big purchase, ask, will this make me money or cost me money? Adopt the millionaire next door mindset. Live below your means, invest aggressively, and build assets before lifestyle upgrades. Looking rich and being rich are two different things. The wealthy focus on long-term wealth, while the middle class spends to impress others. Number 4. The forever loan mentality. Ever noticed how middle-class families are always in debt? Student loans, personal loans, and mortgages. They never own anything outright. Banks love the middle class because they make them believe that debt is normal. But the reality? Debt keeps you trapped in financial slavery. That $300,000 mortgage will cost you $600,000 plus in interest over 30 years. That $40,000 student loan will take decades to pay off, limiting your freedom. Pay off debt strategically. Start with high-interest loans first. Avoid long-term financing. If you can't afford it in cash, or at least 50% down, you can't afford it. Use debt only to buy assets, rental property, businesses, not liabilities. Number 5. The retirement is far away. Delusion. Most middle-class earners treat retirement like some distant dream, something to figure out later. But here's the brutal truth. Procrastination is the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. If you start investing at 25, Just $500 per month in an index fund growing at 8% turns into $1.7 million by 65. But if you wait until 40, that same $500 per month barely reaches $500K. You just lost over $1 million by delaying, thinking they'll start saving later. Later never comes, and by the time they panic at 50, it's already too late. Retirement isn't about age, it's about financial independence. The later you start, the harder the journey. So ask yourself, are you planning for future freedom or just hoping for the best? Number 6, the fake hustle trap, spending on success instead of earning it. Many people believe success can be bought instead of built. They spend on expensive planners, premium online courses they never finish, and overpriced productivity tools that make them feel successful without actually putting in the work. The harsh reality: no app, gadget, or $2,000 mastermind will replace discipline and consistent action. People waste thousands trying to hack their way to success instead of mastering small, consistent habits that actually drive results. If spending money was the key to success, wouldn't everyone with a fancy home office setup be rich by now? Success isn't about what you buy, it's about what you do. Number 7, the too afraid to invest trap. Many middle-class people think investing is risky. They say things like, "I don't want to lose money. Investing is gambling. I'll start when I earn more." But the real risk? Not investing. If you save money in a bank, inflation eats away its value every year. The stock market has historically returned 10% annually, but only if you stay invested. Think long-term. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built over decades. Automate your investments so you never forget to invest. Not investing is guaranteed loss because your money loses value every year. Number 8, the keeping up with the Joneses trap. The middle class loves comparing their lifestyle with neighbors, friends, and Instagram influencers. They don't buy what they need, they buy what makes them look successful. A Harvard study found that people would rather earn $50K while their peers earn $30K than earn $100K while their peers earn $150K. That's the psychological trap of comparison. Stop seeking validation through spending. Set personal financial goals, not goals based on others. Ask yourself, would I buy this if nobody else could see it? Number 9, never learning about money. If you don't learn how money works, you'll always be working for someone who does. Rich Dad, Poor Dad Robert Kiyosaki warns, the lack of money is not the problem, the lack of financial education is. Yet, people spend years learning school subjects they never use, but refuse to spend even a few hours understanding investing, taxes, or wealth building. Look at Tom and Alex. Both earned $80K per year. Tom ignored financial literacy, spent freely, and thought saving in a bank was enough. At 50, he had nothing but bills and regrets. Alex, however, educated himself, learned about index funds, real estate, and tax-saving strategies, and started investing just $500 per month in his 20s. By 45, he had over $1 million in assets. Money isn't taught in schools, but financial ignorance will cost you more than any degree ever will. Number 10, thinking about money but never acting on it. Most people dream of wealth, talk about it, even watch financial advice videos, yet they never take action. Overthinking is the enemy of wealth. In the 10X rule, Grant Cardone says, the biggest mistake is not failing, but failing to take action. While people sit on the sidelines waiting for the right time, inflation erodes their savings, opportunities slip away, and years pass with no progress. Success rewards action takers, not perfectionists. Doing something imperfectly is better than doing nothing perfectly. Money rewards action, not intention. Stop waiting. Start moving. Breaking free from these money traps isn't just about earning more. It's about making smarter financial decisions. By adopting these strategies, you can build a secure future for yourself and your loved ones. I believe in the power of shared knowledge. If this video inspired you, like it, share it with your loved circle, and subscribe to stay connected with us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us today. Our wealthy discussion will continue in the next video. Until then, keep growing.